What's up, y'all? Yeah, you youngins don't know nothing about that right there. That's that Denise Williams, man. That's that good music I grew up on. You know what I mean? Up in the household. But it appears my last video on CC, it's got a lot of Caitlin Clark fans a little upset, got the little something's in a bunch. You know what I mean? Like, listen, man. Partly I be messing with y'all. Just be messing with y'all. Listen. I definitely know Caitlin Clark can play basketball. Right? I think she is a good basketball player. But what you got to understand is, I just think y'all be tripping. I think y'all go a little too far. I think y'all exaggerate. All right? So we're going to break down a few things. Number one, this is very, very important, which y'all don't seem to get. I do not dislike Caitlin Clark. I do not hate Caitlin Clark at all. Caitlin Clark is half my age. You are talking about a 22-year-old girl who plays basketball for a living, who I do not know personally, who has never done anything to me personally to bother me, to make me hate or dislike her personally. That's what I need you to understand. What I do not like, and I guess you could use the word hate if you choose, and what motivates me to keep cooking y'all, and then in the event of cooking y'all, I have to display and show her flaws, is I don't like her delusional fans who lie and exaggerate her impact. I don't like those who use what they believe she stands for as a means to propagate their hateful political agendas. I don't like those who come into watching women's basketball and disrespect all the women who have played before Caitlin Clark, who have been better than Caitlin Clark, who have done way more than Caitlin Clark, like the Tarasis, like the Cheryl Swoopses, like the Sue Birds, like the Maya Moores, like the Cheryl, like all y'all act like y'all like Cheryl Miller right now. But the first time I actually heard of Caitlin Clark was I was talking to a guy who told me that she's better than Cheryl Miller. This was before she ever played basketball, right? That's the stuff I don't like. I don't like those who come up with narratives stating that all the women were jealous of Caitlin Clark and they don't like her because she's white. They don't like her because she's straight and all that kind of stuff. That caused me to not like y'all. So because of that, I'm going to cook y'all every second and every minute I get. And because many of y'all still sticking to the same BS narratives, since the beginning of the season, you've been making Caitlin Clark a victim. She's a victim of aggressive black women who are trying to hurt her, aggressive black women who are trying to injure her. These are all the things you're saying. Anytime she is hit on a basic screen, there's all of a sudden someone's trying to headhunt her, even if it's like a Breonna Stewart, even if it's like a Marina Mabry or someone who doesn't fit the description of those you all are saying are jealous and targeting her, right? Y'all make excuses for every damn thing that she says that is punk shit, like, oh, they're being aggressive with me, like no one speaks to me. Y'all make excuses for all of that. And then you will take and not make those same excuses for other players, like Angel Reese, when she's emotional because of something that just happened, or whatever she might do on the microphone. I don't like the double standard. I don't like the BS. And then, secondly, most of y'all lead me to believe that you don't really understand basketball, because in your attempt to big her up, what you do is you act as if things like defense is not important. Then you act like you don't understand defense when you bring these stupid arguments that CC gets little blocks, you know, here and there. Oh, she gets more blocks than Angel Reese. She gets, she has more steals. It'd be like 1 or 2 steals and stuff like that. When you know damn well she's not a great shot blocker, and you know she's not locking anybody up. Whereas I can show you advanced stats that suggest that Angel Reese is a top 20 defensive player in the WNBA, whereas Caitlin Clark is outside the top 100. She is on the low end of the spectrum. She's one of the third worst. Like if you divide it into thirds. In other words, out of 149 players, Caitlin Clark ranks like about 104th last I checked in defensive rating, whereas Angel Reese ranks 22nd. I need y'all to be honest about that and acknowledge that. Just be real. You're right. Angel Reese is the better defensive player. Don't lie and act like somehow Caitlin Clark is, because you look stupid. And y'all so dumb you don't mind looking stupid because you're able to live in this little world where you only deal with content creators who tell you what you want to hear, and so you just only listen to them. You're not like looking at the full picture. You're not like looking at the stats for what they really are. You're ignoring advanced stats because they're not in your favor. You want to focus on hard stats like, well, she averages 17 points. She averages 8.5 assists, somewhere of that nature, right? And you want to ignore the turnovers when you look at the hard stats, which is dumb because it isn't for point guards. You want to judge a point guard. Point guards are not judged just based on how many assists they get. They're judged based on the assist to turnover ratio. Because if half of the assists you're trying to dish out end up being in turnovers, which for her is actually more than half. She's averaging over 5 turnovers a game and about 8 assists. Now, in the last couple of games there has been slow improvement, which I will acknowledge because, hey, you know what? I have no problem being honest. I don't have to lie in order to make my argument, okay? But 8 assists and 5 turnovers is not a good ratio. The goal for a point guard, a point guard that's really, really killing it, like you want to act like she's the best point guard, is 3-1. 3-1, which means if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times, you need to get 15 assists in order for me to say you're doing a good job. I don't care about the fact that LeBron James gets turnovers. I don't care about the fact that James Harden gets turnovers and all these players you think justifies her getting turnovers. That's a bad thing on the count of LeBron if he gets a lot of turnovers. That's a bad thing on the account of James Harden if he gets turnovers. The goals you should be looking for is the assist to turnover ratio of players like Stockton, of players like Chris Paul, players like Jason Kidd. Why? Because she's a distributor. She is a point guard. Like, what are we talking? What are we doing right now? Like, why are we acting stupid? Why are we acting slow? Right? Someone comes in my comments and says she's just as impactful and her numbers are comparable to Maya Moore's rookie year and Candace Parker's rookie year when Candace Parker came in and was rookie year and MVP. Bro, that's BS. Candace Parker averaged over 18 points and upwards close to about like 8 rebounds. Candace Parker shot over 50% from the floor when she did it. That's completely different. Caitlin Clark, the majority of the year, was under 40% completion, which is, while it's average for the W, it's not extraordinary. It's not extraordinary. Angel Wilson is over 50%. That's why Angel Wilson's scoring is extraordinary, and she's well over 20 points a game. Understand the difference. Caitlin Clark gets low rebounds, that's fine, but I mean, come on, it's not boxing out, getting rebounds. It's like, come on, man, look at the game. Alyssa Smith, Aaliyah Boston's doing all the boxing out. She's grabbing the rebounds as a result of their hard work. Like, y'all have to really look, man, and stop just like, then you come on my thread and other threads. Shout out to my man Showtown. My man does a very good job. Shout out to my man HD, HD2I TV. Shout out to my brother Moo Talk. Shout out to Sets Talk Sports. Shout out to Quita Love Sports. And listen, I recommend a lot of them because, especially Quita and Sets and Moo Talk, they keep the language clean. They very fair with y'all. Like me, I only know how to be one way. Like I played, and when I played, I was aggressive. I was very, and that's how I am. And that's how it get down. But it's no personal thing against any of y'all. You know what I mean? It's nothing personal. All of y'all cool as far as I'm concerned. On a personal level, I see you in the street, we good. Hey, what's up? It's no thing, but when we talk basketball, we talk basketball. We talk any other sports. When we start talking football, getting heavy football, we talk football. And that's how it is. That's how it is. You know what I mean? But that's the thing with CC fans, man. Nobody has a problem with Caitlin Clark, the person. Caitlin Clark has not done anything to any of us, like me personally. So there is no problem with Caitlin Clark. The problem is with the delusional fan base who are running amok, causing problems. You got this one guy on here talking about, you're going to take over the WNBA and force them to start playing in a way that's friendly for CC. They want them to give up the defensive play. They want them to give up the half-court play. They want them to just do all this transition, full-court playing because, quote-unquote, that's how ballers play. What the hell is a baller? What is that? Right? This one dude comes into my thread. He said, the difference between Caitlin Clark fans and Angel Reese fans is that Caitlin Clark fans can recognize a baller no matter what race they are. Nick, bro, don't you understand that it's the Caitlin Clark side that started all this race shit? All of it was started by the Caitlin Clark side. Like the Angel Reese side, it is what it is. Nobody cared. Angel Reese won. Angel Reese won at LSU. So it was no problem from Angel Reese side. They happy, right? The winners are happy. It was Caitlin Clark's side. Not Caitlin Clark, but her side. Bro, you got her brothers her boyfriend, so-called boyfriend, out there liking tweets that are racist tweets and stuff like that. That with racist undertones to it. If you go to Angel Reese's Instagram, I challenge any of you, go to her Instagram and just read the feed and just see the amount of hate that's there. There's racial undertones and behind them and all of that kind of stuff, bro. Like, if you are just honest, if you have any integrity whatsoever, it's clear. It's very clear. It's very clear where I be coming from. Except the bus right there, you know what I mean? Very clear. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't get it. It's crazy. But cooking, y'all, is fun to me. Like, it don't matter to me. I don't mind it. I don't mind it because y'all easy, light work. Your arguments are trash. Like, you look at stats and y'all don't understand them. Like, it's a difference between averaging 17 points on 35% shooting and averaging 17 points on 50% shooting. And the argument we make for Angel Reese, man, like, she gets rebounds. She impacts her team. Caitlin Clark impacts her team. You know what I mean? If you feel that is more, okay, that's your business. I just disagree. But don't come up here and tell me I'm only, saying that Angel Reese is doing better because Angel Reese is black and Caitlin Clark is white. Bro, I'm not that simple-minded. I'm going to look really at the situation. But you don't understand me. Like today, when I looked at the men's game, I felt the most impactful player in the game besides Kevin Durant was Bam Adebayo and whatchamacallit, Drew Holiday. I did not believe it was LeBron James. And I know people, man, LeBron scored 23, I don't see basketball that way. I look at the defensive side of the ball and all, and LeBron, he just played defense, shot spotty here and there, man. If he can swipe for a ball, get a steal, he'll do that. But, like, LeBron be chilling. Everybody see basketball a different way. And the way I see it, Angel Reese is my type of player. It is what it is. I'll take that type of player because Angel Reese is a player you can plug and play on anywhere in any system. She go in there, and what she do is going to benefit any team in any time. What Caitlin Clark does is not plug and play. Caitlin Clark has to be facilitated for. You got to put her in there, and you got to have everybody fit just the way she want to play. It has to be up-tempo. It has to be transition-based. It can't be half-court. Like, it's a lot of work to it, like, with her. And, I mean, not saying she ain't great, but I'd rather just take a point guard that can run various different systems. Like an Ionescu. I'd rather take a Skylar Diggins. That's just me. I'd rather take a Jordan Canada. That's just me. I'd rather just a classic point guard that can fit anywhere. Right now, Caitlin Clark, she can get there. She can get there. But, like, Kathy's size has to kind of bend because she's not good at other types of point guard play. Like, y'all don't understand that, man. But just go ask somebody who know basketball, man. That's all. You know, that's not a Glazer. And I'll holler at y'all later, man. I got to do some shopping, man. Peace out.